Propel Fitness Water. With Gatorade electrolytes, zero sugar, and vitamins, Propel hydrates better than water to help you get the most out of your workout and get back to your best self. What propels you? Propel with Gatorade electrolytes.
The new LinkedIn Hiring Pro can't undo your last hire. The human postponer. They were the master of one phrase. I'll circle back on that. But 3 months later, you are the one doing all their work and wondering how big that circle is. But LinkedIn Hiring Pro can take the hiring load off your plate by automating the hiring busy work from the initial job post to scheduling interviews. Hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality. This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. And now, your host, Steve Collins.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Coach Unplugged. I am so happy that you decided to join us. If you like this podcast, you should go over and listen to a bunch of the other ones in our network, with like the 5-Minute Basketball Coaching Podcast, or High School Hoops, or Coaching Youth Hoops. All of those are, I think, interesting, and we would love if you left a 5-star review. You can leave those 1-star reviews at home. But before we jump into the topic today, I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsors. First of all, Dr. Dish. Mention Coach Unplugged and you'll get $450 off. You'll get great customer service. It is, I can tell you from someone that's still coaching, it has helped my team immensely. I can't tell you the number of shots that we have taken on our Dr. Dish machines. And then also go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. 25 years ago, when I took over a program that no one wanted, that had 5 winning seasons in 35 years, I was the only applicant. No one wanted it. I would have killed for a resource like teachhoops.com. It took me years to turn it into a national powerhouse. And I have put all that secret sauce inside of teachhoops.com. So come over and check it out. 14-day free trial. It will give you the roadmap. It will give you me. It will give you one-on-one calls and office hours and a community of like-minded coaches. I think you'll love it. Let's head off to the podcast.
All right. Can you hear me pretty good?
I can hear you great.
All right. Awesome. Well, it's we've talked on the phone, I think once, maybe twice, but
okay.
But I don't think we've ever actually met face to face. So
okay.
My name is Kevin Baker, and I'm out here in Oregon. So.
Oh, you're a long ways away. Whoa, what time is it? Oh, it's 6 o'clock out there.
6 o'clock. Yeah, sorry for the confusion last night too.
No worries. Yeah.
Monday, and Amy had Sunday, and I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I didn't mean to stand you up. Trust me.
No. I was doing work anyway. It was fine. I just shot her an email. I go, he didn't show up. It's like, whatever. Yeah. But no, yeah. I was just talking to a friend in California, so it's like I know it's 6 o'clock. He was just getting ready for dinner. So
yeah. I'm gonna do that when we're done here. So basically, let me just kind of quick story and why I wanted to chat with you. I coach at I'm a boys basketball coach right now.
Okay.
And small school, 1A to 6A in Oregon, 1 being the smallest, 6 being the biggest. So we're a 1A school.
Ooh, how small is that? How small is
about
that?
Students, about 105 students. So
9 through 12?
9 through 12. Yeah, about 105.
I see that before lunch. Just about.
Yeah, I'm sure. Exactly.
That's pretty funny. Okay.
So yeah, small school, small community, farming community. We're not that far out of sight. We're probably 30 minutes from downtown Portland, so we're not that far out of Portland. Okay. But it's a small kind of farming community. So here's my dilemma. Here's where I've been. My daughter goes to a private, probably a smaller high school. They probably only have 90 kids in Salem, Oregon, and she's a freshman, and the girls coach there is a long time kind of I guess maybe he's 75, kind of maybe a local legend, if you will, kind of been coaching basketball for 50 years in the Salem area, has coached a small college, Western Baptist, now it's changed to Corbin University, a private Baptist school, has coached at some of the big 6A schools in Salem. Anyways, they didn't have much of a program a couple of years ago. I was kind of interested in helping out, never got a chance. So then I applied for this other boys job, and I've always been a boys coach. But he's reached out to me, and he's kind of put a bug in my ear. His health isn't very good, so he just can't really do it. But he likes to start, and that's what he's done like probably the last 15 years is go to a school, started 2 or 3 years, and kind of handpick a replacement. He gets the program up and going. That's kind of been, not a very good program. So yeah, it's kind of his thing. So anyways, he's kind of handpicked me and wants me to take the job. And obviously, my questions for you is kind of, well, you've coached your son, I know that, and so the only real draw for me is the chance to coach my daughter. She's
what does she think?
I figured, and that's what he said, ask her. And I did that last Friday night. I asked her, and I thought I would get the answer, Dad, because she knows I really enjoy coaching at St. Paul. She's like, Dad, I think you should do, if you like coaching, you should do what you want to do. I said, yeah, I kind of thought you might say that, Zoe, but what do you really feel if I was coaching you? Dad, I'd love that. So she and then my younger daughter's a fifth grader. So by the time my freshman graduates, my fifth grader will move right into freshman. So the next 7 years, I could coach one of my daughters at high school basketball. And I asked her, and she's a little bit more, who knows if my fifth grader even be playing basketball by high school. She likes it, but she's just my older daughter. She loves sports, volleyball, basketball. I mean, that's
her thing. Yeah.
So here I am in this dilemma. I probably started my coaching career. I'm 50 years old. Probably started my coaching career similar time you did in the 90s, mid 90s, but way different story. I coached for 4 years, and then I was out of high school for 20 some years. Running the family business, and I just got back into it in 2020. So,
so here would be my thought. If she's on board, and you're never gonna that time goes so fast. Like I mean, I coached my son in 2 sports back to back. And we both still look upon that fondly because it was like, and it sounds like it's a smaller. I think the key to it, and this is what I have found from doing it. First of all, it's hard because you have these 2 little people on your shoulders. One saying play your kid more, one saying, it's all that. My dad and my coach. So we made some rules about like never talking about it at home and just kind of separate. Like if he brought it up, it was fine. If he saw me watching film and came in and wanted, great. But I was never gonna home's home, school.
That's good. I like that.
So I set some ground rules. It used to be as soon as we got home, and then as soon as we got in the car, because when he was young, I couldn't drive. It would be like in the car, and I'd say something. So it was like as soon as we got in the car, it was done. We were leaving school. I was dad. I was never going to bring it up. Now, he brought it up, and then he brought it up, then we would talk about it. But unless he brought it up, never talked about it. That was the first thing that I think one of the Bennetts, I think Dick maybe did that with Tony. Okay. I read that somewhere. That was super helpful. That was like, okay, home is home, and they're separate. And then the second thing is you need a really good assistant coach that can tell you both ways. Like you're being too hard, you're not being hard enough.
Right.
Because again, it's dad or coach, right? Because you're always dad. So
you're always dad. Yeah.
Dad thing's always pulling you. And
right. I have coached her from the second grade on till last year, tournament teams and different things.
But you're still dad, and I'm still dad. And it's like there were times I was harder on him and played him less than I should have because I knew people were watching. And there were other times maybe I played him more. So I had assistant coaches that would say, because Drew is a 3-point, you got to put Drew. Yeah. Like you got to play him. What are you doing? And it's like I was trying to balance that. And he had some deficiencies that I maybe got magnified because I'm his anyway. Right. So you need that balance of and a really good assistant that can kind of keep it going. If those 2 things are on board and the kid's on board, I think it's one of the best experiences. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done, but one of the most fulfilling too. Right. Because it was time. It was like literally we spent I would question anybody that spent more time with their kid from ninth grade through high school.
Right.
Because I coached him in two sports. I had him in class. It's
Right.
just like you're just around, and it's good. I miss him. It's like he's
Yeah.
1,100 miles away. So I still have that time we spent, which hopefully helped him as a human being. But I think if she's a freshman, she's going to be out of the house, but you're going to like
Yeah.
that.
Just like that. Yeah.
So it's like
Well,
yeah.
my you know I my fond memories of with my father, it was after college and high school. I worked with him in the family business for till his health got bad, and I just
Right.
took it over. He passed away. But I look back, I've heard lots of horror stories of father and sons working together, but ours was absolutely, it was hard knowing, but at the same time, I wouldn't change it for a thing. So I
Right.
look back at
Right. And
those
there'll be
years,
hard times, there'll be good times, but you'll
yeah,
spend a lot of time together.
yeah,
Which will
absolutely.
be the ups will be up and the downs will be
Those will be
down.
downs.
But it will be, I mean, I would be 95% you should do it if now there's coaches I've talked to that the kid's gone, heck no, dad.
No,
I don't want
right,
you anywhere. What are you talking about? And
right.
then I advise don't do it.
Sure.
Then it's gonna be this, and you don't want that because your dad
No,
always
no, and
gonna
I
come
don't want
in.
that.
Um,
I don't really, it's tough. The tough decision here for me is that I'm happy where I'm at. I like
right,
coaching at this small school. I started a program. I started something there. They're a football school. They've
right,
got a bunch of state championships, 8-man football. Last year it moved to 9-man football. No, I guess we're still 8, but 8-man football, but they're really good football program. The kids are farmers and football players. They're not basketball players.
right.
And the community is not a basketball community. So but give the first 2 years I've been there, we did make it the state tournament each year. They hadn't done that in 15 years, 2 years in a row in state tournament. So we're starting to get some excitement for on
Can you do
program.
that on the
So
girls' side? Can you win a
what's
state
that?
title? Can you win a state title with your daughter?
Um, Maybe by the time she's a junior or senior. She's 14 years old. She's 6'2". She's tall. I'm 6'7".
So
So she's got her.
put a ball in her hand and make her a
Yeah.
guard. Yeah, because you notice
Yeah.
you watch the NCAA's, all those girls
Yeah.
are tall.
All
Like
those girls,
Caitlin
she's
Clark is
got to.
like she's 6 foot. She's not short. She's tall.
Yeah, she's got to learn to dribble and work on it more.
Yeah,
I've tried for years now to be real, let her come to me and let's go. I don't want to be that pushy
I
parent or
know.
pushy
I know.
father. Let's go work out it. And I'll do it whenever she wants, and she likes to, but at the same time, uh, I'm the
I know.
coach and the dad that pushes harder my own kid than I should probably sometimes. But anyway, she does need to work. Oh, her ball handling. In fact, we had this conversation the other day. She had she played 4 games Saturday, had a tournament Saturday, and there was a girl she was playing against, which was a bigger girl. She was probably 6 foot, but she was and she was chunky. My daughter's skinnier, but she can move pretty good. She could dribble. And I told Zoe, I said, Zoe, did you see how well she handled the ball? Yeah. I said, well, she's worked at it. I can
Yeah,
guarantee you don't get that well, especially as tall. The harder you are, it's always been hard for me dribbling the basketball at
right.
6'7",
And if you can dribble at 6'1", 6'2",
Yeah.
you've moved up. You've moved
Yeah,
up the pecking order. They'll notice you quickly. They will notice you very
exactly.
quickly. And the
So
thing is that for her too, and I don't know your daughter, but it's like you got to make it fun. Play some music. You can do that kind of
yeah,
stuff where, especially ball handling, it's like just
right. Yeah.
um. But anyway, that would be my question: is like, can you win one there? Um.
I think I honestly think we might have a better chance to win one there. At St. Paul, where I'm at now, we got good athletes. Like I said, we have great athletes.
But they're
The
football,
problem is, and I love our AD. He's our head football coach. He's the guy that hired me. When it's just strictly him acting as an AD, it's great.
right?
But unfortunately, the football part, he puts the football hat on a lot.
A
For
lot.
example, June is summer league in Oregon. Always has been. I don't know what your June's like here, but we're summer league. Well, he's got 9 days of football. He's taking the kids to football camp.
Yeah.
He has 4
June
football
is my
practices.
month. June is my month in Wisconsin. And
Yeah,
then
and always been
July I lose them because they go play AAU or they go do things, and
right.
then
And then
football
they're
starts in August. Yeah. So
yeah,
June.
and at a small school, obviously, if I have 20 kids on the basketball team, 18 of them are playing football, right?
Football.
Like
Yeah.
and so or almost all of them,
What
all but
about
one or two.
volleyball? Is there another draw at your daughter's school?
At the other school, yes, their volleyball team is and she played on it last year, but she only played JV. She should have been on varsity, but that's a whole other story.
Right. She should be a middle
Uh,
at 6'2". She should be a
yeah,
middle.
she is, and
Yeah.
she's improved a lot since then. She's on a club team now. In fact, she was supposed to be in Reno, Nevada last weekend.
That will
The
help her
club
foot.
team.
That will help her foot
Yeah,
because it's those 2 steps each direction to block. That will
yeah,
help her a lot in
yeah.
basketball.
She's
Yeah.
improved quite a bit. But yeah, so she plays volleyball, and there is a good volleyball program. They lost in the first round of the state title, state champ or state playoffs last year, and uh, but not as it's a bigger deal in St. Paul. I know the volleyball coach and the girls basketball coach butt heads a lot. They trying to get those girls.
Volleyball is tough, man. Volleyball is worse
Yeah.
than football for girls.
Oh,
Oh, it's worse because the volleyball
the
just sucks them away from basketball.
oh, and the club stuff is
It's
so.
it's
This is our
crazy.
first year doing club, and I'm like, this is yeah, it's crazy.
It's like
It's
it's a
crazy.
club girls volleyball is like boys AU basketball in some
Yeah,
respects. It's that
yeah.
intense, that like, yeah. That would be my only like, can you get those girls to play volleyball and basketball? Can you
Yeah, I
find,
think
yeah,
last year's they're only losing like basically one player off last year's team, and most of those girls coming back. Most of them are volleyball players, but I think they'll all be back as basketball players too. The biggest glaring issue for next year's team is there isn't a point guard. They just don't have anybody that can handle the ball.
ooh,
That
that's
is
hard.
going to be that. Yeah. Now, fortunately, and I didn't say this. They're in the same league. The two teams where I coach
Right.
now and where my daughter goes are in the same league.
Okay.
Uh, and the girls program's pretty good where I coach. They made it to the Baker, which is the final eight playoff spot in Baker City, Oregon. So they
Okay.
made it to the final eight this year. And they won the league. In fact, Zoe's team though they played them in the district playoffs and they led the whole game until the fourth quarter. Like they played really, really well. They played with the St. Paul girls. Um, but next year, you're going to get against good teams at press. We're going to be in trouble if they
Right.
take that job. They're going to be in trouble. But
Yeah, that would be the place you need to work on, would be my guess. But no, I think you've kind of answered the question. The question is,
everybody that
what is it?
yeah, and then kind of what do you think would be the right way to go about like I was going to talk with my AD who again is the football coach, his name's Tony, and say, hey, an opportunity came up, I wasn't looking for it, but and he knows my daughter goes to school there, and and I
Right.
said, and that's the draw. I mean, that's really it. I actually prefer coaching. I prefer the boys game. I've never coached high school girls. I have coached up to eighth grade, first to eighth grade, probably girls, tournament teams and rec leagues and whatnot. But I've never coached high school girls. Years ago in the 90s, track, but not a team sport,
Right.
rowers. I just worked with a few female rowers when I coached track going through college. So I'm a pretty intense coach. Like I'm pretty loud and I'm trying to work on that. I mean, I'm the loudest guy in the gym on practice days. And so I'm a little afraid I'm going to make the girls cry every practice. So a little concerned about
It is
that.
different. That's where the good
Yeah.
assistant would be. Like I wouldn't take
Yeah.
that job unless you knew you had somebody to help you, like somebody that
Yeah.
maybe has coached girls and kind of knows it. And I
And
don't
and
know.
I do have some options that there's a few that the guys that coached to help last year. I like to find a good female coach.
Yeah, yeah,
I think that would be that I don't know, but Coach Terry Williams, the older gentleman that I will be replacing, is he's got all kinds of former players in this area that so he's going to reach out to some and see that might be interested in that he
and
knows has
helping.
coached before, yeah, and helping. So and he's going to stick around and help build the third and fourth grade girls program and help me with the kids youth program. So he still wants to be involved. With the younger programs, kind of building that up.
Right.
So, and then also I
And
think you can
especially
kind of
with a small school, that's key. That's
yeah,
so key. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
So, but and he did this year. He got a fifth and sixth grade that my fifth grade daughter played on. In fact, and then when they got all done, the coach that was coaching that got with the parents, and they got done with the 8 game league, and now they're playing in some club tournaments or some tournaments
Oh,
with those
awesome.
same kids. Yeah. So and the head coach, like I said, Terry he didn't they did that on his own. He didn't even push that.
Right.
So so those fifth and sixth grade girls are playing even more basketball this spring, which is awesome. So
Yeah, the more they play, especially at that age, because it'll keep
yeah,
them. They won't get like drawn away from
yep,
something else. I know.
right, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, and it's my assistant coach at St. Paul. I mean, he's like, Kevin, it's a no-brainer. You have to take that job, you know? I mean, and I kind of know it is, but part of me is like, you
will
start
he
something.
will he take that?
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed to help improve hydration balance in the body. With a clinically proven electrolyte blend and no artificial colors or flavors. Great tasting hydration no matter where you're going. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade, hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
The new LinkedIn hiring pro can't undo your last hire. The human postponer. They were the master of one phrase, I'll circle back on that. But 3 months later, you were the one doing all their work and wondering how big that circle is. But LinkedIn Hiring Pro can take the hiring load off your plate by automating the hiring busy work from the initial job post to scheduling interviews. Hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality.
Will your assistant take?
No, his son just is a senior and graduated. In fact, he didn't get to play in knee injuries. And, and on a side note, 105 kids I told you in the school, and we had 12 varsity players. We had after the start of the basketball season this year, we lost 4 kids to injury.
No,
4 kids
that's a
on
lot.
my rotation. Yeah, 2 of them got hurt. So we went to the state championship game in football. Practice started November 14th. The semifinals was that Saturday, whatever it was, the 20th or something, 19th. 2 kids got hurt in that, so they couldn't play in the state championship game, and we lost them all for football season. Then my starting point guard, which is my assistant son we're talking about, he's had knee surgery, and he had one about 2 years ago, and he got to play last year. But something wasn't right, and he knew that, and so it was an ongoing knee issue. He was the one kid we couldn't lose. He was our only really IQ kid. He was the kid that would come to the gym and work with me, and he was the one in our point guard. He was the one kid we couldn't lose. But we thought we had a team that we had a chance to go to state, the final 8 this year, and we got derailed with those injuries.
I'm telling you, injuries are it's the one thing you can't control. It really is illness and injuries. I know.
Injuries, yeah. And then playing football right up to the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and
kills you.
4 days
later, it takes you a month to
to
get them back.
We're a month behind.
Yeah, and you won't have that on the girls' side as much.
No, we won't have volleyball be done, and they might even get a week off before basketball. And that's another thing that's my biggest frustration at coaching in St. Paul. And I knew football was going to be big, and I knew you can't really control the going into the basketball season. I understand that part, but then I was going to talk with our AD Tony, and I was like, man. But let's schedule different. Let's not schedule
let's I know when they're gonna have to go lift for football. So then I do my open gyms here, and then I passing league here. So I'm gonna go here. It's like we work together. Yeah, that's what
we can't do anything with those kids during the football season. He won't let me have them to hey, I can in Oregon, I can by rule, I can work with 2 a day, right? Like, so on a Sunday afternoon, I could get 2 kids in there to shoot. If they wanted to, but he won't. He'd chop my head off if I tried that. I'm serious. It's
and that will be different on the girls' side.
It'll be different on the girls' side, which is the second draw. I mean, my daughter's the big chance to coach my daughters, and then the second draw is I don't have to deal with that.
It's also a different challenge. That's the way you gotta look at it too. It's a definitely different challenge. From having coached my own daughter, it's just different. It's different, and it's going to be a different.
Yeah. Did you coach your daughter?
I did in youth a little bit, but not very long. She'd rather be on Broadway than
okay. I remember hearing you talk about
to play basketball, which is cool.
Now, is she still in high school or is she out of school?
No, she's graduating in 4 weeks.
So she's just about graduating. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Then you'll have both your kids out of high school. Huh?
Empty nesters.
Empty nesters.
August 17th, we become empty nesters.
August 17th. Hey, that's my birthday.
It is. Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah.
It is. What is August? What are you? What is August? August is a.
I don't know. I don't.
Cancer. Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't have any idea.
Well, I think you answered this. I knew you had the answer to this before you even asked me, I think.
Yeah, I did. I just kind of wanted to get other, really what is the someone who's and I've talked to other coaches, not a whole lot of head coaches, but a lot of coaches that have coached their kids, and I'm just trying to. I want to make a right decision. What I
Yeah.
really don't want to do is 10 years down, maybe I say I decide to stay at St. Paul because I like coaching boys better, or just what I know.
I think you'll regret that decision rather than the other one. I think you would regret not coaching your daughter. I think you might coach your daughter and maybe regret the other way, but I know you're going to regret
I would regret
because you might have to miss her game. You won't miss any of her games.
I won't miss any of her games. I only got to see like half of them last year.
There's a plus right there. You'll never miss a game. My son played volleyball for me for 4 years. I didn't miss a match. His mom did.
To see everything.
I got to see every match. He didn't play in all of them, but he was there. I just think that's
I get to see
and then once you get to know them, then we'll get on another call and talk about, because what you can run maybe with your guys is going to be a little different.
You got
to start playing with those nuances are going to definitely be different, I think.
And we were trying to run the read and react, and it did not go very well with low IQ basketball kids. We had to change this year. We got in and we struggled last year offensively. We had a big kid. We had a 6'8" kid at 1A, which,
that's huge.
That was huge. Just give him the ball and get out of the way. I didn't let nobody can take an outside shot until that Warren touched the ball inside. Period.
Right.
Like that. I mean, but we tried to read and react, and so we went to I'm not a big fan of the pattern style offenses, like a flex or something.
Yeah.
We did, but we had two bigs. So we just did a pass to a wing, cross screens, point down picks for that the screener, and we just did a continuity, and we had success with it. I mean, it was
some high low stuff.
And we did a bunch of high low stuff with those two kids. We had some set plays where we did some high lows, but and we're going to have a similar makeup with my daughter and another girl. I will tell you, we'll have better outside shooters than I had at St.
We got a girl. Yeah.
We got a girl that she can flat out light it up. She can shoot. I think she hit 7 threes.
Yeah.
So we got a girl that can shoot, and we got a couple girls that can shoot. So we'll be better.
So you want to run some sort of high low, all screen, And
that was actually one of my things. In fact, I was on Teach Hoops earlier today. I had to take my dog to the vet, and you're sitting there in half an hour. So I thought I got on my phone, started watching, and it was a newer video on a green court, but it was a motion ball screen offense. I'm like, it was a little bit different than what I've seen before.
And usually the thing is, it's more how you're whoever's coming off that screen, can they roll? Like watching the Iowa women, like crazy, like that wasn't only Caitlin, it was be able to slip, it was be able to find space, it's be able to they
were fun to watch. I took my daughter. They were Thanksgiving weekend at that Phil Knight deal tournament out here in Portland. And I took my daughter, we went up and watched them play UConn, I think it was, and they beat them. Played UConn, and then Purdue men played afterwards with that Edie guy, that big kid. Was fun to watch too. But
he's crazy. He's crazy tall. I know.
Yeah, he is.
That Purdue. I'm still mad at Purdue. They ruined my
Oh my goodness. I couldn't believe that. They lost that. That was that team, Fairleigh Dickinson, is that game?
Yeah.
They played really well. I was watching that one.
They did.
I think we'll be able to roll. I'm a little concerned about, driving abilities, coming off screens, foot speed, that kind of thing. There's maybe a couple girls, maybe one or two that could turn that corner and maybe make the play.
And do they all play a spring sport?
Some of them are in track, some of them aren't. 4 of the girls, including my daughter, are on a club team this spring.
Okay.
So that's something that's something I didn't have at St. Paul. None of my kids in 3 years have played anything outside of November to
really
wow. Other than June ball, summer ball. Not one kid played in any kind of league.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you. I sent a message out to my kids. I'm trying to set up a summer league tournament, our summer league in June. That's about 3 hours away. Do a camp weekend and camp out and have fun with the kids. 3-day tournament. I message all my kids who could make it. Let me know. I need to get us signed up. 1 kid out of 12 responded. 1 kid. And I told that to my assistant, Sean. He's like, Kevin, I think there's your answer. You got 4 kids at Cross Hill that are playing spring ball. You already got more buy-in there with the girls program,
Yeah.
And I keep fooling myself. I said, yeah, I know, but I can change it.
We always think we can. It's like, yeah. It's like the dating analogy. She thinks she can change him.
Exactly.
She ain't changing him. He's just gonna be who he is.
No, I mean, and then, it's just sometimes they're just a product. Those kids are just a product of their environment. That's just, if there's a football event in the summer, they're there. For example, last summer, and so when I came in, I just copycat every time throughout July. If coach had something going on Sunday, I think, and Monday was like a little 1 hour practice, then we did a 1 hour basketball right afterwards or right before, I think. And then we were doing weight training 3 nights a week. We were doing open gym right after it, And so I'd get the older kids would show up for their weight training, but then I couldn't get them to stick around for open gym. Some of them would, but not all of them. And then, I mean, but I was trying to make it easy for them, right? You're already here. You're doing weight training. Let's just play
the girls will stay. You might have to shorten it, but the girls will stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, those were the issues coaching there. But anyways,
I gotta go because I got an 8:30. But let's plan on if you decide to take it or get it, let's plan on getting together this summer.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm leaning that direction, and I haven't even talked to the AD. I know her, but I haven't. But Terry, the head coach, got a meeting with. I mean, it's pretty much mine if I want it. Like I just have to say, hey,
I would close the deal fast.
Yeah,
that's what I would do because you want to close that chapter. Let's move on. Yeah.
Should I the other AD there? Should I just like tell him that I haven't made a decision, but this is what I'm thinking?
Well, yeah. I mean, what's the worst case? Is he tells you can't coach anymore? Then he's got to go hire somebody. He ain't gonna.
Right. I just don't want to
No, I think I'm always under the theory be up front. Like I know I've always I told my AD when I was looking. I said I'm looking. I don't know if anything's gonna happen. If it doesn't, but
well, that's what I was just going to tell him. Hey, they reached out to me, and I'm thinking about it.
And I'm thinking about it, and I might. And if anything progresses, you will be the first to know.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm here and I'm doing my stuff with the guys.
Yep, right? I'm getting the summer league ready schedule, and we're preparing for the season. Okay, thanks, Coach, for your time.
Yeah, no problem. Bye.
Nice meeting you face to face.
Yeah.
Take care.
Hey, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the podcast. Make sure you subscribe, like. We love those. And send me an email, steve@teachhoops.com. Tell me what you want to hear in the future. Also, go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Have a great day.
Do you hear that? That sound, right? That means that summer's officially here. It means that grown adults just sprint into the street for a frozen dessert shaped like a cartoon. But this summer, Mint Mobile has a better treat. Every plan, including unlimited, is $15 a month. And unlike ice cream, it won't drip down your wrist or look nothing like the picture. Does anyone have any cash? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. New customer offer for initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Hey, it's Mike Rowe, and it just occurred to me that ZipRecruiter has been sponsoring my podcast, The Way I Heard It, for the last 10 years. Consequently, I've agreed to sing their jingle at the end of this commercial in 4-part harmony, all by myself. Why would I do that? Because years ago, when the MicroWorks Foundation was expanding and I was desperate to hire a few uniquely qualified individuals, I posted a job for free on ZipRecruiter, and I found the people I was looking for in less than 24 hours. It's that simple. Ever since, I've been telling my audience that ZipRecruiter got me the most qualified, most interested people. And now I'm telling you. Post a job for free at ZipRecruiter.com/zip and watch what happens. That's ZipRecruiter.com/zip. And now, here's their official jingle in 4-part harmony.
Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match at ZipRecruiter. Try it free.